Abigail is out in theaters, new film from directors Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, who have together made Ready or Not, Scream and Scream 6. This one stars Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, Alicia Weir, Catherine Newton, Kevin Durant, Angus Cloud and Giancarlo Esposito. It's a mix of horror, action and comedy, and the best thing you can do really is not watch any of the trailers, not check out the promotional materials, not read anything about it, just go see it, because it is really very entertaining, a solid, fun movie, and crucially it has a twist at the core of its premise, which unfortunately was spoiled by a lot of the promotional material. Whereas I think that the way the movie plays out would have made it 5 times better if I knew nothing about it going in. The reveals would be that much more effective. So from my end, the short version is go watch it, it's worth it. If you do want to learn more about why specifically I liked it so much, here we go. I will still try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. The basic premise is that a group of criminals is assembled to kidnap a young ballerina girl and hold her in a giant old mansion in the middle of nowhere until her father can pay the enormous ransom. However, as these people who don't know each other get to talking and get to introducing themselves and figuring out details about themselves, they put together that the man who is the father of the girl is not only incredibly wealthy, he is also incredibly dangerous, and apparently he has this legendary assassin in his employ known for violently murdering people who dare cross the man. And then very quickly the house itself turns into a death trap with the criminals desperately trying to survive. Now, even though the main twist was spoiled for me, I still enjoyed the movie greatly for several reasons. First of all, it's just a fantastic mix of humor, action, danger, violence and gore. There's a really nice balance of tense moments and scenes where the movie makes it clear that it's not really taking itself very seriously, and that is really drawn to the extreme in the final act, which is just balls to the wall crazy. But for the most part, it manages to strike that sweet spot where for the characters the situation is dire enough and deathly serious, but for the audience it's pure entertainment. And I loved that. I also liked how, even though I knew one of the twists, there were a couple of more that I didn't expect, and the movie ended up going in directions I wouldn't have expected it to. I liked the extent to which the film is bloody. I mean, it's like Tarantino times 20. The amount of fake blood is absurdly impressive and adds to the fun. I think all the exposition is rather elegantly built into these cool scenes with the crew getting to know each other, so it feels rather natural. The characters are very well drawn, distinct and memorable, and the actors playing them do a great job. Dan Stevens is charismatic as hell, as he always is. Alicia Weir, who was already amazing in Netflix's version of Matilda, shines very brightly here. She's really impressive for her age, and she might just be the next genius child actor in Hollywood. Kevin Durant plays an idiot very, very well. Catherine Newton and Angus Cloud are both enjoyable as well, which by the way is a bit sad, as this is Angus Cloud's final movie that he made before his untimely death last year. Shame that we won't be seeing more of him, because he also had a great and a very specific kind of presence, as already shown in Euphoria primarily. The one thing I would criticize was the very ending, which felt just a little bit too forced for me, but I'm willing to wave that away and forgive it, because all the rest of it was so brilliant. Great mix of elements from movies like Ready or Not, From Dusk Till Dawn, What We Do in the Shadows, and a fair bit of originality. I know it's not highbrow cinema, but I loved it for what it was.